This video is for the solo entrepreneurs, small businesses, and 1 to 3 person marketing teams out there. Are you struggling to keep up with all the changes happening in social media? Have you been feeling overwhelmed on what platform to post on, whether Facebook ads still work, or if Twitter, X, is ever going to stop being a dumpster fire? For that one, probably not. Well, as we head into the holiday season and the start to 2024, we're going to cut through the noise out there and give you 5 concrete strategies for finding success on social media right now. These are real-world strategies that will boost engagement, follower counts, and will speed up your workflow, giving you time back to focus on other areas of your business.
How do we know these strategies will work? Because we've been working with our own clients to help them implement them. Most businesses are entering the 4th quarter of the year, and that means identifying budgets and marketing strategies for next year. So we've been in the thick of it, identifying ad spending, content creation, and the best ways to take advantage of the social media landscape for 2024. These real-world strategies we've been utilizing with our clients are exactly what we're going to be breaking down for you today.
Hit those like and subscribe buttons, and let's get into it.
Strategy number 1. Identify where your target audience is and only post there. At one point in time, it was possible for small marketing teams to be present on every social media platform. In 2023, that is no longer the case. It's just not possible for 1 to 5 people to post on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all the others. And beyond it not being possible, it's not helpful. This is a lesson that Casey and I actually learned the hard way this year. As we began marketing the Video Marketing Playbook, we got decision paralysis and tried creating a social media strategy that utilized all of those platforms I just listed. The result was burnout and wasted ad dollars. Now, we've shifted to focusing entirely on YouTube and LinkedIn, and that has made a huge difference. We now have much more time to be present with our VMP students and to focus on other aspects of our marketing. I promise, the same will be true for your business. So how do you identify where your audience is? The name of the game is audience targeting. Break down who your audience is and the type of information that they're going to be receptive to. This part of social media hasn't changed and won't ever change. The only way to grow your social media following is by creating content that your audience will find engaging on a regular basis. For us, we're selling a course. So YouTube is great because people on YouTube are often looking to grow skills and are more likely to watch longer videos, giving us the opportunity to show off our teaching style and to provide a lot of value so that potential customers feel like they're getting a good idea of the value they'll be getting from the course. But if you're selling a product like fashion accessories, YouTube probably isn't the place for you. Instead, shorter form content on TikTok or Instagram are probably going to be your best friend. Either way, once you've identified where your audience is, it's time to sink your teeth fully into the platform.
Strategy number 2. Social media listening. Social media listening is the concept of tracking a brand, keyword, or event on social media. At its core, it's paying attention to what customers or potential customers think of your brand online. Now, there are plenty of apps and digital services that will help speed up social listening by aggregating every time your brand is mentioned into easy to understand diagrams and statistics. But the reality is that there's still no replacement for spending time on your platform of choice and engaging with your community. The truth is, posting is only half of the work on social media. You cannot be a good creator unless you also listen to what your target audience finds engaging. So whether, like me, you sometimes find it exhausting to be present on social media, it's a sacrifice you have to make to find success. Take, for example, Mr. Beast. Whether you love him or hate him, or if you've been living under a rock, you don't know him, you have to respect how he utilizes social media. From the time he started on YouTube, he voraciously studied the YouTube algorithm and engaged himself within the YouTube ecosystem. This helped him understand what kind of content to make and made him feel really personable to his audience because he understood their wants and needs on a deep level.
I could start a new channel tomorrow with not using my face or my voice, without ever promoting it, and in 6 months have 20 million subscribers. I just could. Yeah. It's purely knowledge. If you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million views a video, and you could get 10 million subscribers no matter where you are right now within 6 months.
By practicing social media listening, you can achieve the same level of familiarity with your audience. But why are we talking about this in this video? How is 2023 and 2024 social media listening any different than it's been for the last 10 years? The difference is in the level of data that's out there for you to harness for free. I mean, there's never been a better time to be a creator from a resources perspective. Well, except for maybe a year from now when AI has made it even easier to create content, but we'll save that for another video. So whether you use the in-app statistics provided by YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, or any of the rest, or you try out paid services like Sprout Social or HubSpot, there's a ton of information that you just need to spend a little bit of time seeking out. If you match that statistical data with real-time usage of the social media platform you're using, the actual value of the content will go up dramatically. This is why so many YouTubers say that it takes 100 videos to identify the style for their channel, because there's no replacing trial and error. My favorite example is Marquise Brownlee. If you don't know, he's a tech vlogger on YouTube. Real quick, what do you think his first YouTube video ever was? Did you guess it was him analyzing his golf swing? Yeah, I didn't either. But now he has 17 million subscribers because he kept adjusting and kept listening to what his audience wanted from him.
Strategy number 3. Chaos is a ladder. Maybe Littlefinger had a few things wrong, but he didn't have this wrong, especially when it comes to social media. So what do I mean by chaos is a ladder? I mean that when a social media platform experiences turbulence, X, that is the perfect time to be looking for how you can take advantage of the situation. After all, entrepreneurship is just about solving problems. The same is true for being a social media creator. Let's talk about new opportunities that are being created due to some chaos. One of the biggest opportunities is within X and Twitter-like competitors. If you haven't heard about Elon Musk turning Twitter into a what not to do masterclass and running a social media company, there is not enough time in this video to explain it. But let's just say Twitter, now X, hasn't had the smoothest 2023. This has led to the introduction of Twitter competitors like Threads by Instagram, Blue Sky, and Mastodon. Each of these platforms has seen growth and challenges over the last year, but if a platform like Twitter might be the best place for your company to market itself, then being an early adopter of one of these platforms might just be your best bet. Only time will tell if any of these platforms will be successful in replacing X, but any successful content creator will tell you that the best time to join a platform is in the early stages of its development. Why? Because the platform isn't saturated yet. Take TikTok, for example. While there's still opportunity for rapid growth on the platform, it's nowhere near as easy as it was in 2020. The same was true for Instagram between 2014 to 2016. But X hasn't been the only company with turbulence this year. It's time to talk about Facebook. 2023 has been a really fraught time for Meta, and that started with Facebook. The platform was hit hard by Apple's decision to block advertisers from tracking user behavior on their devices. Now, we should say that this change by Apple impacted all social media services, but it seems to have hit Facebook the hardest. And while this shift began in 2022, the repercussions were felt in earnest this year as large advertisers withheld marketing budgets, leading to a drop of $10 billion in revenue for Facebook. This depletion in ads has been a mixed bag for smaller marketing teams. So if you're advertising on Facebook or are thinking about advertising on Facebook, listen up. The opportunity that happened because large advertisers left the platform was that conversions became cheaper, meaning that ad dollars went a little bit further. The negative was that it could be argued that ads weren't as successful because Facebook was struggling to identify potential customers for those conversions. I'll say for us, we decided to move away from advertising on Facebook because we felt ad buying wasn't as successful as it had been in the past. But Facebook has started pushing workarounds out to combat these changes by Apple. It's just too early to tell what kind of impact those will have on Facebook ads in the long run. So what does that mean for right now? There's no denying that Facebook and Instagram are still two of the largest online sales platforms on the planet. So while the data Facebook is using may not be as precise as it once was, Facebook is still the devil you know. So especially if you're selling a physical product online, Facebook and Instagram are still going to be strong options.
Strategy number 4. Paid ads versus posting regularly. In the modern social media landscape, a business has to mix paid ads with a consistent posting schedule. You really can't have one without the other. The one exception is TikTok. TikTok has continued its trend of being a platform where fast growth is still possible. While all signs are pointing to that trend slowing down as TikTok becomes more saturated, there is still more juice to squeeze from the platform. Take, for example, Michael and I, we took part in their TikTok Academy for paid ads this year, and while the conversations were informational, the strategies didn't lead towards any changes in our overall opinions on TikTok's advertising potential. At the end of the day, it felt more like TikTok was getting us to pay for views rather than conversions. And views just aren't that profitable in the modern social media landscape. So while TikTok continues to incorporate new features into its paid ads setup, we'd recommend focusing on posting regularly on TikTok and only utilizing the paid features under specific circumstances. Mainly, a sale or promoting a new physical product. Now, this is completely opposite to Facebook and Instagram. At this point, Facebook is just paid ads. There's essentially no opportunity for organic growth. So if your customers are primarily on Facebook, be ready to put forward money to get them to take action. Now, that's not all bad. Facebook tends to be one of the best platforms for getting users to actually take action and complete purchases. But it does mean that organic posting won't be as effective. Instead, if you're a service, online course, or repeat purchase business, it's better to focus on building a group or community within Facebook that you can drive users to through paid ads. Then you can use this group as a place to post, comment, and generally keep customers up to date with new services being offered or discounts. And if you're a product-based business, then Facebook is better used as an impulse purchase generator. So create enough posts on your business page to show customers that you are in fact a legit and trustworthy business, then focus the bulk of your time on creating unique ads that lead customers through the sales funnel as quickly as possible. Optimally, that will be within 3 clicks at the most. Instagram is the middle ground between Facebook and TikTok. There is some growth to be had with Reels, but the app is much more pay to play than TikTok. Instagram has stated that they're moving away from this practice, but realistically, I'll believe it when I see it. On the flip side, the Instagram shops have proven to be a great opportunity for savvy business owners. Allowing for purchases within the app streamlines the buying process and leads to higher conversions on ads. But unlike Facebook, more emphasis should be put on posting regularly and engaging with sub-communities on Instagram. You can't just get away with ads and nothing else. So if you're posting on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, how do you stick to a regular schedule?
Strategy number 5. Content calendar. One of the hardest, no, scratch that. The hardest part of social media is posting content regularly. We get it. I am notorious for Casey having to text me to remind me to post that YouTube short or Instagram carousel. I run a business, for dang sake. I've got other things pressing on my mind, and suddenly it's 3 p.m. and I wonder if posting at 3 p.m. is going to be a waste of that post. So I decided to just wait until tomorrow so I can post in the morning and get the most engagement. Only when it's tomorrow, the same thing happens all over again. So how do we stop that cycle? We create a content calendar. And I don't mean some intense calendar with 60 moving parts that is as much a math algorithm as it is a Dali painting. I mean a simple calendar that is incredibly easy to use, update, and check regularly. Luckily, in 2023, we have an up-to-date solution on that front. I know a lot of people swear by Monday.com. I've had great experiences with it, but for my money, I love Notion. Within the platform, I created a content calendar that shows exactly what Casey and I need to stay on track of posting and no more. The best part is that we can write scripts within the calendar and easily export them onto a teleprompter when we're ready to film. And no, this isn't a paid sponsorship or anything.
But it could be.
Notion is just a game changer and incredibly easy to use. That's why you can actually click the link in the description to download our content calendar template so you can start planning out your release schedule right now. The important thing to remember with content calendars is not to overschedule yourself. Start easy. And if after a couple months you can do more, then start to do more. The easiest trap to fall into is scheduling 3 videos a week because on paper that doesn't seem like that much. Only to realize that social media has suddenly become your full-time job. So start off easy. Maybe that's 1 post a week. Maybe that's 1 post every 2 weeks. Identify what's achievable for you, and only when that has become a concrete pattern, look to increase. And if you want to make posting content regularly even easier, check out the Video Marketing Playbook, where we walk you through a content creation workflow that is easy to understand and even easier to implement. It'll take you from feeling like social media is your second full-time job to something that is easy, breezy, and brings in a lot of leads. Learn more by going to videomarketingplaybook.com. All right, that was an ad.
By utilizing these 5 strategies, you'll be ready to dominate on social media as we head into 2024. I know social media can feel overwhelming, but by getting a plan together and sticking to that plan, you will be in such a better position to succeed. Make sure to download the content calendar template in the description below and let us know in the comments what you think about it. We want to be creating tools that empower your business, but the only way we can get better is through honest feedback. It's the same for the types of videos you want to see from us. If you have specific questions you want answered in a video, put them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them in an upcoming video.
Make sure you like and subscribe. And we're also a new channel, so please steal your friend's phone and subscribe on their behalf. They'll thank you later.